This week, the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series takes to the Talladega Short Track for Kasey Kahne's Sage Fruit Showdown. Could anybody stop the dominance of Jason Myers? Find out next on 4 Wide Weekly. Saturday night, the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series was back in action, this time at the Talladega Short Track in Talladega, Alabama, for Kasey Kahne's Sage Fruit Showdown. And the story of the Outlaws has been the guy on the pole position, your series point leader, Jason Myers, looking for his 6th consecutive series win of the season. And it sure looked that way early on as he led Donnie Schatz, Steve Kinser, Lucas Wolf, and David Gravel in the 89G. But early, Ian Madsen gets sideways, subbing for Bill Rose. And once again, Jason Sides does another 360 and keeps going. 2 more cars involved. That would slow the field for a double file restart. After the restart, Gravel began to make his move through the field. Here, working through the middle of the racetrack out of corner number 2, going around the king of the Outlaws, Steve Kinser, to move into the 3rd spot. But at that time, nobody had anything for Myers in the DD&I 14 as he runs out in front. Another caution waves for the Red Bull number 9 of Joey Saldana. That would bunch the field up one more time as Jason Sides, Sammy Swindell, Paul McMahon, and Kasey Kahne in the Ollie's Bargain Outlet number 49 do battle out of turn 2. Further up into the field, though, into the top 10, it was your other NASCAR driver in the field, Tony Stewart in the Office Depot number 14, racing with Donnie Schatz and Lucas Wolf. While they did battle further back, David Gravel, meanwhile, managed to get ahead of Donnie Schatz into the runner-up spot, trying to chase down Myers and end that 5-race win streak. And eventually, the driver out of Connecticut was able to do so, finding the bottom side of the racetrack out of corner number 4 to take the race lead in the 89G. But meanwhile, all eyes were still on Smoke in the 14 machine, working around Steve Kinser, now trying to get underneath his other driver, Donnie Schatz, in the STP 15. But later on, in a battle with Craig Kinser down the back straightaway, they make contact going into corner number 3. Stewart slides off of the speedway, manages to keep it going, but up front, nobody had anything for the driver of the 89G, his first 410 win of the season and first career World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series victory for young David Gravel.
It's our first 410 win of the year, and I'm just speechless. Myers has been running awesome, and you know, we're just flat out better than him.
Talk about that battle that you had with Jason. It really looked like you guys went back and forth for several laps. What did you find out there that helped you get around him?
I was just patient and saved my tires because I know it was pretty rough on tires throughout the race. And I know we're on the bottom, you save some fuel. We usually are bad on fuel mileage, but you know, I knew we were a little bit better than him, so I figured my time would come. And I kind of wanted to be in first in the lap traffic because if he got around the car easily than I did, then he would be gone. So everything went as planned.
What are your emotions right now, David? I mean, World of Outlaws win here, first 410 win, like you said, on the season. What are your emotions right now?
It's crazy just because, you know, there's a lot of people here in NASCAR race and stuff like that, and I'm just glad we came because it was well worth it.
Donnie Schatz was able to work his way into the runner-up spot ahead of Craig Kinser. Myers faded back to the 4th position ahead of Steve Kinser in the top 5. Myers' 4th place finish continues to put him on top of the standings, 264 points over Donnie Schatz. Steve Kinser, Paul McMahon, and Craig Delansky, the top 5. The Outlaws next in action, of course, the Lowe's Foods World Finals in Concord, North Carolina, November 3rd through the 5th. We'll be back with more next, right here on 4 Wide Weekly.
Dirt racing's most celebrated stars. An electrifying atmosphere. Glory-filled heroics. A spectacle unlike any other. It's Lowe's Foods World Finals. All dirt roads lead to Charlotte as the World of Outlaws sprint cars, late models, and super dirt big block modifieds converge for one mind-blowing weekend. 3-day reserve seat packages to witness 3 champions crowned are on sale now at CharlotteMotorspeedway.com. November 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The dirt track at Charlotte.
Welcome back to this week's edition of 4 Wide Weekly. Sunday, the Super Dirt Car Series took to Orange County Fair Speedway for the 50th annual Eastern States 200, and it was the Dr. Danny Johnson slipping by Justin Hares to take the lead and win his 6th 200 in Middletown. Tim Hindley came home second ahead of Billy Decker, Matt Shepard, and Johnny Guarino in the top 5. Decker, finishing ahead of Shepard, now pushes his point lead to 53 markers over Super Matt. Jimmy Phelps moves to 3rd ahead of Brett Hearn and Johnson. The big blocks will also hit the track next weekend at the Lowe's Foods World Finals. The World of Outlaws Late Model Series event at Screven Motor Speedway in Sylvania, Georgia on Wednesday, November 2nd has been canceled by track management. That means that the hotly contested battle for the series championship will next move to the Lowe's Foods World Finals at the dirt track at Charlotte, November 3rd through the 5th. This week's 4Wine.tv Power Rankings shows yet another first-timer at the top of the list. David Gravel shows the way this week after his impressive performance at the Talladega Short Track. The Dr. Danny Johnson takes the runner-up spot after his Eastern States 200 win. Looking at the year-to-date rankings after 20 weeks heading into the World Finals, and it's going to be a slugfest between Jason Myers and Josh Richards, separated by just 28 points for the 4Wine.tv Driver of the Year award. Super Dirt Car Series regular Matt Shepard sits 3rd ahead of World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series 4-time champion Donnie Schatz. Be sure to tune in to next week's edition of 4Wine Weekly as we bring you highlights from the Eastern States 200 at Orange County Fair Speedway and preview the Lowe's Foods World Finals.